Hey everyone, I'm Devin and welcome to Scorch TV. Get ready to feel the music because today we bring singer Louis Bello in studio and check out his video for Faces. Then we'll talk to blues guitarist Gil Korea and premiere his video for Taking It Back. Sit tight, it's all coming your way on Scorch TV.
Well, welcome to another fantastic episode, and I get paid to say that. So, fantastic episode of the new Scorch TV, the rock and roll talk show. Chris Ito back again. Nice to have you here. It's good to have you back.
Always a pleasure.
Oh, that's nice.
Always.
That's nice. And I don't charge you for that.
No.
You know what I mean?
Usually, that comes from right here. That's
usually
deep.
the pleasure thing we charge you.
When I say it's always a pleasure, I'm bringing that up from the heel, Scorch. That's genuinely how I feel about hanging out with
Lover,
you.
when you're near me. Hey, today we've done a lot of things in the past. We've had like a lot of the national acts. We've done a lot of things.
Sure.
Today we're going to get a little closer at home. We have an award-winning or award nominated for the Boston Music Awards.
Sure.
We're going to talk about it. Louis Bello.
Louis Bello nominated 3 times for best male vocalist.
And we are hoping that 3 times a charm. We're going to talk about that with Louis.
Absolutely.
And
it's great. From the Hyde Park section of Boston. Hyde Park boy.
And, you know, we're going to go to the South Shore, to the dangerous part of Massachusetts.
Oh, yeah, South Shore,
To the West Bridgewater neck of the woods.
Well, West Bridgewater, there is a lockdown up there.
If there is a thug area in New England, West Bridgewater could be.
But they're all locked up.
Unless they want any sponsors out there, then you guys are the best part of West Bridgewater.
Yeah, for those of you not from Boston, there's a very famous psych ward in West Bridgewater.
There really is, which is funny. What the hell's the guy's name? Oh, yeah, Gil Korea. Gil would appreciate that. Gil Korea, he's a wacky guy, and we're going to have a lot of stuff.
We don't know. He might have spent time there. We don't know that much about Gil's past.
We're going to have a lot of stuff to talk to Gil Korea about. He's one of the first people I met when I started here. I'm going to talk about that soon, too.
Okay.
So, what about you? What else is going on with you, man?
What's the man? Got through Halloween well. I got tons of candy at home, you know. My son is still young enough. He's only 6, so I can sort of like skim some candy. He hasn't really good at inventory yet. Oh, my God, it's fantastic.
As somebody that enjoys sweets, how is that to withstand just sticking your hand in and just chowing up?
No, you can't. I mean, you know, you've got, like I said, you got to skim it. Well, like he's at school all day, and he's 6. I'm free to rifle through his stuff all day long, Scorch. I'm a stand-up. I don't have a real job. My wife's at work. He's at school. I'm home alone going through stuff.
Eating the candy, leaving the wrapper saying, the dog must have eaten it. Daddy, we put him down last week.
No, I'm safe till he's 8 because I know when I was 8, I had brothers. We started doing inventory. You knew exactly what candy you had, so he's not at that stage yet.
The candy has changed so much, though. When I was a kid, you remember BB Bats? They were like flavored sugar daddies.
Oh, okay, sure.
They were like the worst banana caramel sugar.
Not good.
But they had a strawberry one that was really good and a lemon one that was really good.
But see, when we were kids, people would still give you loose candy. So, you know, there'd be that lady down the street that would give out the circus peanuts. I hated those.
Thanksgiving's coming up soon, too, huh?
Yeah.
What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
We're having an open house at my place. My wife and I, we just open the door at 1 o'clock till 8 o'clock. People can come and go. Well, you know what we do? We pick up strays of, people that their family doesn't want them around. So if you want to come by, you're more than welcome.
All of a sudden, it's going to become a closed house. Slam! You know?
Yeah.
I'll bring the Olsen twins, and it'll be a full house.
Oh, jeez.
Thank you very much.
The Olsen twins.
Yeah, I had to bring my token Olsen twins mention of the day.
I like it. Well, at least they're legal now. I used to feel really guilty when somebody mentioned the Olsen twins, where my mind would go.
I had a countdown clock on my webpage.
I remember that. I remember that countdown to when they turned 18.
I used to do this segment.
God bless them.
I do the psychotic survey on my radio show, rock101fm.com every day.
Nice job.
And I used to do it when I talked to celebrities and did interviews. I used to do a psychotic 6.
Okay.
And my 6 questions always ended with an Olsen twins question. And
that's so random. It's beautiful.
And so when I had Bob Saget on the air.
Okay. Saget.
And I said to him my Olsen twins question. On the air, he was like, oh, my God, I can't believe you'd ask questions. Those are my daughters.
Right. He's very protective of them.
Let's just say off the air, not quite.
No kidding. Wow.
In the meantime, though, we have a show to do, so why don't we get into things with our segment that we call Weird News.
Some are odd and some deranged, stories that are very strange. Weird News.
Fun stories today, kids. Police in Osceola, Florida. Have you been to Osceola?
I have not. I can't say that I have no idea where that is.
They're looking for 2 people that held up a 7-Eleven. The person they're looking for They say he lives in a pineapple under the sea.
Oh, no kidding.
He was dressed up as SpongeBob.
Oh, familiar with his work.
Yeah, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Does your son steal things now that he watches kind of stuff?
Yeah, he's a huge SpongeBob fan.
Now, he got away with an undisclosed amount of cash. Police say it's not unusual for somebody to wear a costume when they rob someplace.
Right.
Which explains why you still have your Elvira outfit in the back of your car.
I do, because I've been known to, not armed robbery. I go and I claim I have a gun, because I don't want to do any serious
Well,
time,
with the Elvira thing,
I'm too pretty to go to jail.
It's cleavage robbery with Elvira.
I get the man boobs, I push them together. Yeah. So.
And as far as you being too pretty to go to jail,
No, you're not buying that.
I'm going to arrange for that to happen someday.
Well,
we're going to put a camera on you, get you arrested, and just watch the fun that ensues after that.
There's a good segment for Scorch TV.
In Glendale, Arizona, 76-year-old Bobby Guyton accused. Very interesting story here. Forcing his maid to touch his crotch.
Oh, that's sexual harassment.
While she was cleaning his mobile home. He admitted doing this, but he claimed that Satan told him to.
The devil made me do it, as it were.
Satan told me to have her touch my crotch since I haven't had sex since 1980.
1980?
Good thing for me, it's been since 87, so I'm not at that level yet. So
yeah, but this guy's making me feel good. I thought I was in a drought.
The fact is, you know what I mean? I could have gone that way, but I wasn't going to do that. The question I want to know is, okay, throughout the whole thing, bad move, first of all, scummy move.
Shame on you.
Yeah, really dirty, scummy move. But what I want to know is, what kind of mobile home has made?
Right. The thing is, this guy could have a house with no wheels if he would just fire the staff. You know what I mean? He's spending so much money on servants. He could have a real house. He needs to budget his money a little better. Honest to God. That is a bizarre story. Well, it's weird. It's weird news.
It's weird news.
I got it. I'm getting the hang of this
view.
whole segment now.
Finally, 29-year-old Victor Burgos of Brooklyn, New York, had the stupid idea to play Catch Me If You Can with the local police.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Not good.
He was wanted on multiple charges,
right?
And he didn't think he would get caught, so he decided to do what any normal thinking criminal would do. He got on Facebook and dared the cops to come get him. So they did. Pretty plain and simple.
Shocking.
Federal and local authorities got to his house, and I think I'm an egomaniac.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even do this stuff. He tried to tell the cops it wasn't him. When they actually got into his house,
okay,
and you know my ego.
Yeah.
He had a wall-size poster of his wanted poster on his wall. Right?
No kidding. Wow.
And when the cops got to his house, he was still on his Facebook page, still typing away, saying, it wasn't me, come get me. So there you go. He not only got arrested for being stupid and all the things he did, but he got arrested for talking crap, and he's full of garbage. And that, my friends, is today's installment of Weird News. So
that's extra weird.
We've got, like I said, so many things happening today. Devin's going to tell us what all those are in just a few seconds. Welcome to another fine episode, and thank you for checking it out online, on Facebook, and everywhere else. This is the new Scorch TV, you gotta say it like that too, the rock and roll talk show. We'll be back.
Thanks, Scorch. When we come back, we're talking tattoos and blues with Gil Korea, right here on Scorch TV.
Let's talk about the New England Subaru dealers. Do you realize, first of all, such a huge thing, 94% of all Subaru vehicles sold within the past 10 years are still on the road today. That is why we are very psyched to have New England Subaru as part of the brand new Scorch TV team. As a matter of fact, you can check out Subarus all year long from the comfort of your living room. Just check out newenglandsubaru.com.
November 23rd at the Tavern, Framingham, Mass. New CD, King of the World, now available. Tester. Pistol Shot Gypsy. Go to pistolshotgypsy.com to download the single Love Junkie for free. Pistol Shot Gypsy. Null Set, November 23rd at the Tavern, Framingham, Mass. New CD, B-Sides and Bull, now available. Null Set.
Here comes Timmy. Be careful on that ladder, Timmy. Don't reach too far. An accident has occurred. Here comes Ronnie. Better check on your friend, Ronnie. That's right, Ronnie. You know what to do. Has Tunagar done its job? Yes! Success! It has kept the guitar in tune.
It just takes a second. Guitar safety, and you've brought to you by the Guitar Safety Institute.
Welcome back to Scorch TV. Let's take a trip down memory lane with Gil Korea. Take it away, Scorch.
Welcome back to Scorch TV. Surprisingly enough, Zito's still the co-host, but you know what? We got joined on the couch now, and it's amazing. I met you the first time I was here. It's Gil Korea, blues guitarist extraordinaire.
Nice.
Nice to have you here, man.
Thanks, buddy. Good
Nice
to be
have you.
here.
Thanks for
From
being here, Gil.
West Bridgewater, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
We did more reminiscing today about
I
some of
know.
the cool things. You know
What a
what I mean?
small world.
It really is a small world.
Yeah.
I'm going to go right into things with you because one of the main things that's so incredible, you did not pick up a guitar till you were 40 years old.
Some people argue that point. I mean, when I was a kid in high school, I had an acoustic guitar, but I really never learned how to play it. You know, I did the 3-chord Bob Dylan songs, and then I never picked it up until about 40 years old, and just went at it with a vengeance. One day, had this thing, I'm going to learn how to play.
Did you pick it up from when you played before, did you pick it up relatively quickly?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
It's the blues, man.
Yeah. So when you picked it up with the blues in mind. I want to play blues guitar.
You know what? I didn't pick it. I did have the blues thing in the back of my mind, and I really wasn't sure which way I was going to go. But it came so easy and like a natural thing for me to play the blues.
Do you know what I like that you told us before we got on the air today? It really is a good point. It's not about how fast you can play or how many notes you can hit or how loud and screamy. It's all about how what you're feeling.
It's all about...
I love what you said.
Blues is a feeling, man. Yeah. You know, blues is a feeling.
Oh, that's what can you get a close-up of that on his thumb? Blues is a feeling.
It is, and you're right. It's not about how many notes you can play, how fast you can play them. It's all about tone and, that gut feeling, in your stomach, and it goes out to the people so that they can feel your pain too,
How is the blues scene in New England? It's growing bigger? Or
it's like a roller coaster.
And it definitely is. That's why I'm asking.
It's like a roller coaster. And right now it's kind of tough. It goes up and down with, popularity. But, it's a little tough right now because there's a lot of so-called blues bands out there that you have to compete with. And
Chris came up with a question, which is true. What originally gave you the blues?
I've had a pretty colorful life, and not to get into my childhood or anything, but child abuse is a real thing, and some people growing up had to deal with that, and that was one of the things I dealt with, and living in a small house with a bunch of people, and a parent that drank too much, and the story. I mean, you have to be careful with your children because you never know how it's going to affect them in their adult life. So I got out of the house as soon as I graduated that summer and never went back, and had to fend for myself. And when you're 18 years old and you're trying to make your way, it's tough. Yep. And you get the blues, man, and you run into some
And so what did Gil do? What did Gil do at that point of his life? You decided to answer an ad in the paper.
I answered an ad in the paper.
I swear to God, we all
the summer of '74.
You thought you were running away with a circus, I think.
It was a circus. It was a circus. It was a traveling magazine, Gypsies. Selling magazines door to door, but I will say it was the greatest life experience for a guy 18 years old. I sold in every major city in the U.S.
Wow.
Tough neighborhoods, bad neighborhoods, white neighborhoods, black, Hispanic, whatever.
So you're just literally just banging on doors.
Yeah, banging on doors, and you never know who's going to answer the door and what you're going to have to deal with. And I could write a book and make a movie.
Tell us about the disc. So, Tattoos and Blues.
Tattoos and Blues.
That's what it's all about, man, right?
Yeah.
That's not just a name of a disc. That's actually a lifestyle at this point, right?
Yeah, it is definitely a lifestyle.